guys, and welcome back. So today I'm going to do like a get ready with me type of thing, but it's going to be using all makeup products I forgot about that I own. So basically this is a full face makeup I forgot about that I own, that I've had for years. Conveniently, a lot of it is affordable. I tend to not forget much about my high-end makeup because I don't just buy high-end makeup for the sake of buying makeup like I often do with some affordable things. However, lately I have been going through my collection and really throwing out the things that I just truly do not use. But now there are obviously some things that I have kept for sentimental reasons or stuff I just forgot about. So that's what this video is about today. And if you guys are interested in seeing what I use, let's just keep watching. Apologies if I seem very tired in this video. I'm kind of hungover. My best friend's 21st was last night, so I'm sure that just explains everything. But first thing I'm going to go in with is face primer. I tend to forget primers in general because I don't use primer, pretty much. I own them, but I don't really use them. And the one I forgot about the most is this Australis Colour Clique. Basically, this is a green colour correcting primer. They have other colours in these. They have the blue, peach. They have peach for pale skin, dark skin. I mean, they got all of them. But personally for me, if I was going to buy a colour correcting primer, it would be a redness one. Now, I don't know about my camera. Really, I can't completely see my viewfinder in the detail in it. I can see the fact I'm in frame and I'm in focus, and that's about it. Also, sometimes once I go to edit the video, it's slightly different. But my face is not overly red today, considering I did like 8 hours of work yesterday as well. I washed my face in the morning and then didn't do any yesterday, like last night, and only washed it a little bit. I mean, I've got the redness up on my cheeks here, but other than that, you know, that'll still settle down a bit because it's only just been like 20 minutes since I washed my face. But a redness primer is the one I would choose. Now, when I first tried this, I did not like it. It felt like it dried my face out. So you can see it comes off green, but not like too green, and it felt like this dried my face out and just felt really different. So basically this is almost me giving this its last chance as well, before it goes in the completely bad bin. It does feel really smooth on the face. It's not quite, I wouldn't say, oh, it's a silicone primer, but it's similar to, I can feel it's got that slight slippery feeling. So there we go, and it actually doesn't look as bad as what it used to. So it used to look absolutely terrible and like super dry on my face. It is showing how my skin up here is peeling. I have this patch that comes down to like here that's peeling a bit. And yeah, I mean, the formula of this I wasn't the biggest fan of. It didn't colour correct much. So if you got high colour, like over my nose and my cheeks and the very centre of my chin, it's not really colour correcting that, but it is paling the rest of my face out. So personally, I don't actually, at the moment, don't really like this. Okay, so I'm going to just give this a minute or so to soak in. I'll put my eye primer on now just to pass the time, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is just a small size. I bought this in like 2015, I think, nearly 5 years ago. Nearly 5 years ago, and no matter how much I use this, I cannot get through it. And this is just the mini size because I, again, kind of don't like this product. I have given it its full fair shot. It works as an eye primer, but it is not nice for oily skin, pretty much. I am going to try it today by not setting it, or I'll see how it feels when I go to put eyeshadow on. But I do not like this for oily skin. The fact it doesn't cover anything, like in terms of, you know, its coverage and stuff, that doesn't bother me. It's just like, I tried this. I already had my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot when I got this, and it's like that one keeps my oil at bay and it just keeps my eyeshadows on. But this one, it's like It's too moisturising. My eyeshadows won't want to blend even if I set it, which is why I'm thinking if I put concealer over the top it might be a bit easier. So I am now going to go in with my face makeup, and I am actually going to use the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. I know I only tried this a few months ago, but my foundation type products, I go through them all the time and throw out the things I'm not using. So I have used all of my foundations in one way or another in the past few videos I have filmed. There's about 4 or 5 videos I have filmed as well, like in the past few weeks, that I just scrapped, and other things as well, or videos where I just sit down and talk but didn't film my makeup. I'm wearing some of those, so the only one I hadn't worn was this, and I've worn it once more since I did that first impression, and I'm going to try it again today. I think I might have to buy another small one to see if I actually truly do like this. But basically this is like the only one I've forgotten about. So the shade of this is too dark, but I'm hoping the fact that this primer paled my face out a little bit will actually help. And the concealer I'm going to use is pretty pale, so yeah. I do like this. There we go, it is on, and the little tube that I have does not actually say the shade that I have because I threw the box out, and I believe this is the shade Light, so it's not light as you can see. Obviously I'm still going to have to go and try the colours out, different colours, but yeah, it doesn't say, but I believe this is the shade Light, but it's too dark. Anyway, so next product is going to be concealer, and this one I have not used in ages. This is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. So I used to use this so much. I think I went through like 2 tubes of this because it was one of the only affordable concealers that was really fair. Like you can see it's very, very pale. This is the shade Light. I honestly don't even know if they sell this anymore. This one tube, I've had this for like over 3 or 4 years or something like that, and basically like once I started getting all the really bad dark circles under my eyes, I stopped using this, the Rimmel Wake Me Up and all those type of concealers because they just were not working out for me. I am going to put this down the center of my face too, not for coverage but because it is super pale, but I'm hoping because this is super pale it might I honestly think that's about as much coverage as I'm going to get because it is a fairly light concealer, which is why I did blend a bit of the CC cream under my eyes, because that's one of the reasons why I stopped using this and the Rimmel Wake Me Up and those type of concealers, because if I'm not wearing a full coverage concealer, sometimes it does accentuate my under eye darkness and just makes everything look worse. So it's like I either need to wear full coverage or nothing at all. You'll hardly find me wearing like the light coverage, no makeup these days. Maybe one day if my darkness disappears, might be a bit better, but I'm comfortable in my own skin not wearing makeup, so it's not a problem for me. But I do need to set under my eyes, and the combo I've completely forgotten about is the Australis banana powder and this Maycheer white pressed powder. I completely just stopped using this because I got so sick and tired of having to mix the powders, which honestly is not that much of a problem. I mean, I mix bronzers, blushes, highlighters, but I don't mix under eye powder. Like, it was so strange. And honestly, like, it was a really nice combo. I don't know why I stopped. Well, I do, because I just didn't want to have to mix anything. That's why I did stop it. But like, it is a nice product. I mean, the Australis banana powder, I wish I could use it on its own because it is beautiful on its own, I am just way too pale. The powder on the rest of my face is the Model Co Invisible Matte. Once my other one was empty, I basically forgot to just open this one. This powder used to be my favourite one for either first impressions videos because it never really changed the formula or the look of whatever foundation or base you were wearing. It just set it down. Or it used to be my favourite for just like touching up. Say I got really oily and then because again it set my face but it wasn't too heavy. But I do like it for setting my actual face. Obviously this is a brand new one because like I said, once I emptied my other one, this one I forgot to open. So does it say if it has a shade? No. Model Co, I can buy this at Woolworths supermarkets here in Australia. I believe this comes in one shade. Doesn't say on the back what shade it is. For eyebrows, I have this brow pencil. I bought it on Wish. This is the NonU eyebrow pencil in the shade number 3. I believe I bought this this year, before I started dyeing all my hair again. Actually, no, I would have bought it last year. This looks like a greeny grey brown compared to the red dye that I've got in, but it basically matches my natural hair colour to a T. So I am actually going to go off camera and do this, my brows, because this is a pencil, and if I have to, I will actually put a little bit of the red shade from the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette over my brows if this looks too bad. But basically this is the only eyebrow pencil I have forgotten about because again I don't have really don't have more than one brow product in use at a time. I do have my Maybelline brow pencil and the Rimmel brow kit at the moment, but the only reason why I have the Maybelline pencil is because I did the full face of Maybelline products and had to buy the pencil. So other than that I would have just had the Rimmel brow kit. But this matches my natural colour, so my roots are coming through a little bit, so I'm just going to go off camera, try it, and then I will be back. Okay, so my brows are not looking the best. This pencil is naturally a very, very dry pencil, which sometimes I like because I can sometimes get a bit more of a natural brow. But I forgot, and before when I used to use this, I actually used to do my brows first off camera. Like, not even filming, but just like even off camera, I used to do my brows first because this was so dry, so I didn't have all the powder or anything to compete with. Probably I'm just going to chuck this out. I mean, I only bought it for $2 from Wish, so honestly, if I want a brow pencil, that Maybelline one I use is just as nice, and like, can be like $4 or something, $5, $6 or something when it's on sale. Anyway, now, this is basically the main star of the show. And it is this big ChiChi palette that I got a few years ago. I love this. With buying all the other eyeshadow palettes, and particularly, you know, I've got my Jeffree Star one. I'm using the mirror at the moment. I bought my ColourPop ones, the Anastasia ones. I haven't used this in ages. Like, okay, some of these eyeshadows are not up to par with some of those, but these are really nice. This also has 3 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlighter in it. And basically, that's where I'm going to get all this from today. So, I might do my eyes first, just because I'm not sure what colour blush I will use, because there's a peachy shade, there's a more muted shade, and a bright pink. So, I might do my eyes first. All of these came with little lip glosses, and I have the lip glosses in my makeup storage. I actually use the lip glosses all the time. They're really nice. And the bit that I just took out is like the travel bit, because all these little pieces pop out and you're like supposed to be able to put one in there. So what I thought of was today I'm going to use, this is my transition shade. I'll deepen it up a little bit with the lighter grey black, possibly even just use a bit of the bronzer in my crease, and I want to use this blue as my lid shade. So basically I am not going to tell you, I'm just going to go through it. I'm just going to do the eye look and use those colours. Now I'm going to take the bronzer that's in the palette, and honestly it's very similar to my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. Now that I realise, like after looking at it in the pan, honestly it's very similar. Maybe just a tad more of that reddy tone, that red tone. And I'm just going to put that on my face. It is a matte bronzer. And I'm just going to use a little bit of it, because I do want most of the focus to be on my eyes. I don't want my face to be too intense, but at the same time I need to add some shape. And honestly, like, using this palette has just made me realise, like, why on earth did I stop? I mean, I loved these eyeshadows. This one used to be my nearly everyday palette, particularly that taupey palette, that like the taupey shades and the middle one, the one that's got the highlighter in it. They all used to be my favourite. I mean, these shimmery shades are nowhere near as insane as, say, my Anastasia shades, or like I'm using my Jeffree Star Thirsty palette as the mirror at the moment. I mean, those shades aren't shimmers, they're like metallic with glitter in them. They are beyond amazing, those ones. But there we go. I think that's enough. Honestly, it's one of those bronzers that like looks really warm in the pan, and then when I put it on, it almost looks like a contour as well. So it actually looks a little bit, it looks very cool tone just here and then warm tone out here. I don't know why. Rightio, so I had no idea how long I was doing my blush for, or if you guys even saw it, but my SD card was full. So yeah, but I just put the slightly, let me try and open it. I just put the slightly more muted rosy blush here, that colour, on my cheeks, because honestly the other two colours just would not go. The other one's too bright, and the other one is orange, and I hate putting blue and orange. It looks a bit bright at the moment, but trust me, it will settle down because my face is so oily. Next, I'm going to use my highlighting brush and the highlighter in this palette. I have used this so much. This used to be one of my holy grail highlighters, and I haven't used it in so long. Like, it honestly was so fascinating to me when I first got it, because it was one of the only highlighters that was pale enough for me. It's got like, it's a white, and in the pan it looks like it's a white with like a creamy pink undertone, but once it's on my face it almost has like a blue. I mean, if I was wanting my makeup to look perfect, this colour is not what I want. But if you want just an everyday highlighter that's like a bling bright out there, this ChiChi stuff is great. So, before I put mascara on, I actually setting spray to use. Now again, this is a recent purchase, pretty much, or it is the same time, or a week after, that I got my It Cosmetics CC cream. The reason why I forget about this is just the small size. This is the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. I bought this because apparently it's amazing for oily skin. I've tried the NYX matte one. I tried the All Nighter setting spray from Urban Decay. That one I just like did my makeup, and the girl said she'd like spray it on my face for me to see how it works. And I've also tried, is it the L'Oreal one? A friend of mine has it. I bought this one because I thought maybe if the All Nighter one wasn't great, this is the De-Slick, like designed for oily skin. I have come to the conclusion after trying all those setting sprays that setting spray basically is not for me. So this is still like 2/3, 3/4 full, because I just don't use it. Like, yes, it settles everything down and it makes everything look much more skin-like and perfect, but because this is a matte one, it's too matte for me to use like a MAC Fix Plus type of thing. So if this ran out, like, there's no way I could use this. It's too matte for that. But it just basically, like, I put so much powder on my face to settle everything down, to stop the oil coming through, and using this, it's almost like I never put powder on. It's like sometimes now this one sets down a little bit, which is nice, but like, it's like, it's like it takes the powder away. It's like I never put powder on. I mean, it's so refreshing. This one, honestly, I don't know if I like the smell or not. I don't think I do. Now, for mascara, this is not really, I'll explain it, but this is not really a makeup I forgot about type of thing, because I have one, maybe two mascaras opened at a time. So my current one I was using is my NARS Climax. Love it, by the way. However, I only tried the NARS Climax one because I had just bought it and I was so excited to try it. The one I was supposed to open before that was this Maybelline Colossal mascara. I really like this in terms of just putting it on first and layering it with a mascara that will thicken it up. Because this is otherwise a very like natural fluffy looking mascara. So this is kind of like a I forgot to open it type of thing. I've had it in my drawer the longest out of all the other mascaras and things like that, so I did kind of forget it was there. It only, honestly, this is what prompted me to do the video because my NARS one's nearly empty. I forgot to mention, this is the Maybelline Colossal Smoky Eyes Mascara. It's a bit more of a wet formula, but honestly it's really nice. So I'm going to see how it thickens up with the NARS Climax Mascara, because this one honestly I think is going to be a really nice thickening one. Just to see how it goes. This one's drying out a little bit, slash is practically empty, so it's a little bit of a struggle. Okay, so it clumped up a little bit because I'd had setting spray in my lashes. That's another reason why I don't use setting spray, but this seems to be a relatively nice formula combo. I just think I need a newer one of these because it's drying out a little bit. And it seems to be nice. Honestly though, for this look, I probably would go with falsies because it's just not dramatic enough. But like I can see I've got mascara on, but like it's not super amazing. Basically I think that's all that it's going to do right now. I mean, if I didn't have eyeshadow on, this would be really nice. Now for my lips, I have a lip liner, and lip liners in general are basically a makeup product I forgot about because I don't use lip products that often, and when I have been lately I've been using a liquid lipstick or like my NYX suede ones. I haven't really been using lip liner and lipstick together. I've been using liquid lipstick or my NYX suede ones a bit more, but this is the Nutrimetics Perfecting Lip Pencil from my stepsister gave me this in the shade Nougat, and it's like a really nice like nudie colour. It's very pink based, but I'll show you why I chose this colour with the lipstick. I believe I used this in a video, I'm not sure. There we go. So it's very pink based, or on me it looks very pink based. I mean, it's a very nice colour. Anyway, but I'm going to mix over the top a little bit of this Maybelline lipstick in 728 Honey Beige. Out of all my nude lipsticks, this is basically like the one that I have used the least and the one I've forgotten about, particularly since I got one of those Colour by TBN lipsticks my stepsister gave me. I bought this thinking it was going to be a perfect nude, and it's a very yellow tone on me. So hopefully, like mixing a little bit of this in with this lip liner will even it out a little bit. There we go, and it is still looking a little bit yellow, but not as bad as it was. I love Maybelline lipsticks. Honestly, if I could have one brand for the rest of my life, Maybelline. I am just going to top it off with a lip gloss, and it is this Beau Big XXX Kiss lip gloss. I love this. I honestly don't even know why I stopped using it. This basically just got shoved to the back of my lip product drawer. I've used this for years. I've had this for years. It's honestly probably nearly empty. It comes in other colours, and I always keep telling myself I'm going to get other colours, and I never do. But I bought this to see if it was the same as my NYX Butter Gloss. It's not. I prefer my NYX Butter Gloss, and because I repurchased it, that's why I also forgot about this. Like, this is a bit of a thinner formula than the NYX Butter Glosses, but not as thin as like Colourpop or something. Honestly, I would love to go see if they have other colours in these because it is a really nice lip gloss. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This was the full face of makeup I forgot about. And there are a few things here that made me realise that stuff's not all that bad. I do really like this IT Cosmetics CC cream. It's just this colour. I need a different colour. Yeah, I mean this Maybelline colour tattoo, this blue one, considering I love blue eyeshadows, is probably my least used colour tattoo. This concealer, I think I like it. I did have out my Australis Clique colour correcting concealer. Considering I don't like the primer, I love this colour correcting concealer. This is the peach shade. Basically, unless I'm wearing my e.l.f. 16 hour concealer, the camo one, my Physicians Formula Insta Ready concealer, or the Makeup Revolution one, unless I'm wearing those three, I pretty much use this every time. Maybelline Fit Me, this CoverGirl Outlast, oh sorry, this is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. I have the Outlast one. I pretty much use this with all the others because it just does help colour correct and it's really good. I was going to use it if I had to, but I don't. There's some things I like. I knew I liked all this stuff. I just forgot I had it because new things take hold. The products I did use will be listed in the description box down below. I am now going to sit down for like an hour and then take all this makeup off. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.